All right, boys and girls, today we are on 10-3, and we are continuing to talk about volume. Oh, that's not a volume. What's happening? Volume of pyramids and cones. All right, so when we talk about the volume of prisms, for prisms it was volume equals base times height. But if you look on these pyramids and these cones, we can't just do that because our shapes angle in, right? Our shapes don't just have like a shape on top and a shape on bottom and do what they need to do. That was super weird. Don't pay attention to that. Our shapes angle. They come up to a point. All pyramids and cones end up coming up to a point. And so we need to account for not just being like a stretched out shape, but this is stretched out and squeezed together. So when we talk about being stretched out and squeezed together, that gives us a different formula. So the formula we want to use for pyramids, the volume of a pyramid is going to be 1/3 times the base times the height. 1/3 times the base times the height, or we could rewrite that as base times height divided by 3. And just like when we talked about prisms, we really want to figure out, okay, what is our base? The base of the shape matters. So on this rectangular pyramid here, on this rectangular pyramid that exists here, our base of this rectangular pyramid is a rectangle. Remember, the area of a rectangle is length times width. So for a rectangular pyramid, we would have 1/3 times length times width times the height. And the height is going to be if we dropped a line from the tippy top of the pyramid straight down into the center. This would be the height. So height, length, and width. We're going to multiply all three of those together and then divide by 3. Remember, 1/3 just means divide by 3. So length times width times height, all divided by 3. And that's my rectangular pyramid. If I had a, I want to get rid of all of that. What do I do? I want to delete. No, that didn't do what I wanted. If I had a triangular pyramid, well, my base times height would look a little different because my base is different. Remember, for finding the base of a triangle, right, if my volume equals base times height divided by 3, the base of a triangle is base times height divided by 2. So I want to find the base of my triangle first, times that by the height of my pyramid, how tall it is from the top to the center, and then divide everything by 3. So first I would find area of base multiply by height, and then third I would divide by 3. Those would be my 3 steps. Find the area of the triangle, multiply by the height, divide by 3. And then finally, we have our cones. Our cones are the last shape we're going over. Remember, the cone is like a pyramid, but with a circle. So for a cone, I still want to do volume equals base times height. Base of a circle is pi times r squared. So really, my volume equals pi times r squared times height, all divided by 3. Divided by 3 because it comes to a point. And remember, my height starts at the top and goes straight down into the center of my circle. Find the radius, find the height, square the radius, times by the height, times by pi, divided by 3. All the good things get you where you need to go. All right. Now, if I were to come back to my formula page that we were working on the other day, we've got 3 more formulas to add. We've got volume of a rectangular pyramid, and that is volume equals length times width times height, all divided by 3. We've got volume of a triangular pyramid, and that is volume equals base times height divided by 2 times the big height, all divided by 3. And then we've got volume of a cone, which is volume equals pi times r squared times height. You guessed it, all divided by 3. All right, add these formulas onto your list. We'll work through them tomorrow with some real-life examples, and I will see you all then. Have a great night.